Greyhound Urinary Tract Infection, Supplements, ByeBye UTI 7Day Bootcamp, Day 4. Something smells mighty fishy around here, but it's not this. You'd better watch where you step because I think somebody did something. What did you do? Piddle puddles. They may be the first and only sign that your dog has a UTI. I'm going to show you how making some simple, natural additions to your dog's daily diet can eliminate the dreaded fish-scented puddle. This is going to save you so much anxiety and money, and save your pet so much misery you're not going to believe it. So stick around for Day 4 of the ByeBye UTI 7Day Bootcamp. If you want years of better living with your Greyhound and to save big money too, apply your paw to that subscribe button and tap the bell. On other days of our boot camp, we worked on making that nasty UTI bacteria go bye-bye by flushing it out with plenty of water, and by moving around enough so it never gets a chance to settle in and breed. Today, you're going to make your Greyhound's urinary system an inhospitable place for that bacteria to even exist with this and these. Every day, give your dog 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons of pure cranberry juice, and 1 cranberry pill. First, let's make sure you pick up the right supplies. It's very easy to grab the wrong product and then you've spent all that money and time with no results. Be sure to check out the text version of this video over at the Greyhound Homecare website for additional tips and help locating this stuff. The vinegar you want is unfiltered apple cider vinegar. Look for the murky rust-colored vinegar. You want to look for the kind that looks like this. If you run out, you can use this kind for a day or two. It's acidic enough to help keep the bacteria at bay, but it doesn't contain the good bacteria of the unfiltered apple cider vinegar, which is another weapon in our arsenal for keeping your Greyhound UTI-free for life. Don't bother with this one, although if you swab your ears with it, it's a dandy way to keep ear mites away. Never ever use these. They're made with grapes, which are toxic to dogs, and Greyhounds are especially affected by them. I've had great luck with these 3 apple cider vinegar brands. Bragg's, which is very widely available. Trader Joe's, easy to get if you live near a Trader Joe's. And White House, which I got from Dollar Tree. If you find another brand, you might try it. Some work, some don't. When you find one you like, stock up because this secret is out, and the ones that work are popular and go out of stock often. It's very important to get the right one here. Most of what's sold as cranberry juice is really just a small amount of cranberry juice blended with other juices. They call this, in the fine print, a juice blend. Or sometimes what you'll see actually just has a lot of water and added sugar. They call this a juice drink, or my personal favorite name, the juice cocktail. There's a good reason for this aside from the higher profit margin. Pure unsweetened cranberry juice tastes pretty awful. I get this one for $4 at Trader Joe's. That's the best price I've seen. Don't sweat the price tag too much though. This 32-ounce bottle at 2 teaspoons a day will last you about 6 weeks, and the cost of all of these things put together is a minuscule fraction of what it costs to treat chronic UTIs. So why not use cran apple or cran twist or cran whatever? Because, like the apple cider vinegar, when the juice is diluted, your dog's not getting enough of what he needs to stop the UTIs. Cranberry works, according to WebMD.com, because it has active compounds in it that, instead of getting destroyed by the digestion, actually fight bacteria straight through your dog's entire system. And these compounds are especially effective against E. coli, the bacteria most likely to cause your Greyhound's UTIs. They may also contain artificial sweeteners, some of which are toxic to Greyhounds. These cranberry supplements will give your Greyhound a huge boost of this beneficial fruit. I've tried several different ones and settled on this one, which I get from Amazon. 1 pill is 500 milligrams of cranberry extract, the equivalent of a staggering 25,000 milligrams of cranberries. You're probably thinking that that's a whole harvester filled with cranberries, but it's really only about 12 cranberries. Greyhounds have a habit of spitting out those cranberry skins though, so you'll find the pills a lot neater than having red specks strewn all over your house. I got these from BJ's. They're not quite as potent, but they're pretty good in a pinch. In case you're wondering why I give both the juice and the pill, it's because I discovered the juice first. Then I discovered the pills, and I've been kind of hesitant to give up the juice as well. If you give only one or the other, and your Grey has had no further UTIs, please tell me about it in the comments. If you don't already know the easiest, cheapest way to get your Greyhound to take a pill, you're in for a revelation. I would think everybody knows about this, but but apparently not, or these wouldn't exist. Not that they're bad. I'm sure they're wonderful, but why pay $1/4 for each pill pocket and you only get 30 in the bag? It only takes a little peanut butter to get your dog to take a pill. If you're concerned that he might lick the peanut butter off and spit the pill out, you can just coat it more thoroughly, still at a fraction of the cost of a pill pocket. I give Lily just 1 cranberry pill a day. The easiest way I've found to get these sour juices into a Greyhound is to make a blend up ahead of time, like this. We'll get into the actual daily dosing in a minute. Pour off half of a 16-ounce bottle of apple cider vinegar into a 16-ounce mason jar. Then simply top off both the bottle and the jar with cranberry juice. The vinegar bottle is the least awkward of these 3 vessels to pour from, so put the other 2 away for now. This first bottle will last you about 3 weeks, and then you can just refill it using the contents of the mason jar. Once you've used that up, hang on to that empty vinegar bottle, wash it out, and put it aside for the next feeding. Remember that half bottle of cranberry juice you have stashed in the back of your fridge? We'll break that out with a fresh pint, not that pint, a fresh pint of apple cider vinegar, and your leftover bottle from the last feeding. You guessed it, you're going to pour half of that new bottle into the old bottle and top both bottles off with the rest of the cranberry juice. Now you have 2 bottles of our UTI-free juice blend, enough to last another 6 weeks. So altogether, you get 3 months out of a quart of each of these liquids. To get this juice into your Greyhound, simply add it into his food, along with all that water that we talked about on day 2. If you're concerned that he'll reject it, break it in gradually over 8 feedings, starting with 1 teaspoon and increasing by 1 teaspoon each feeding until he's up to the full dose. Once you're at that point, give your Greyhound My favorite way to measure this is with a medicine dosing cup, the kind that comes with cough medicine. Mark the appropriate dose with a Sharpie. It makes it much easier and faster to get the perfect dose. A lot of my Greyhound Homecare fans have whippets and Italian Greyhounds. For these smaller dogs, I would try half the dose for a whippet and a 1/4 dose for the Italian Greyhound. The great thing about these supplements is that, being foods, they're very mild, and you don't have to worry about giving a little too much that will make your buddy sick. Likewise, it's very simple to give the cranberry pills to your smaller dog safely. Just buy a lower dosage pill. So, getting back to Greyhounds, that's 1 cranberry pill once a day and 2 teaspoons twice a day of the apple cider vinegar cranberry juice blend. Natural, wholesome, inexpensive, and such a simple way to keep your Greyhound UTI-free for life. And as they say on TV, but wait, there's more. On day 5 of our ByeBye UTI 7-Day Bootcamp for Greyhounds, we're going to talk dirty. Not that kind of dirty. Perhaps a better way to put it is that we're going to talk about how to help your dirty dog clean up his act with some simple doggy hygiene tips for further protection against the dreaded UTI. Hope you can click over to the next video so you can join us. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on the Greyhound Home Care channel.